Good evening from Altoona High School. Zaleski Sports presents girls high school basketball. Tonight we've got a middle border conference clash between the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks, 8-5 overall, 5-1 in the MBC, against the Altoona Railroaders, 9-5 overall, 3-2 in the MBC. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Radovich, joined here at the Roundhouse by Dave Sparger. And Spargs, really interesting matchup here between the Railroaders and the Blackhawks. This is the final first round game in the MBC, and then we'll start going through the conference schedule one more time when we get to next week. But an important game for the Railroaders, 3-2, and if they have any hopes of contending for that MBC title, they want to keep pace with the likes of Baldwin-Woodville and Prescott that share the lead at 5-1.
Yeah, real important tonight. You don't want to fall 2 games back in that loss column. And again, you're on your home floor. So these are the ones that you've got to win. We always talk about how you've got to win at home and see if you can sneak out a couple on the road when you're at those high-end games. And for Altoona tonight, this is one they want to get on their home court.
It's also youth night, so you've got all levels of Altoona girls basketball. So we're going to have a fun atmosphere in this gym tonight. You look at the Railroaders, Sparks, and Michelle Peplinski, their head coach, he admits it. He said, we've been up and down this year. We've played some really good games. You look at those 2 games against Menominee, they actually split that home-and-home series with the Mustangs, and that was probably the best that the Railroaders played all year long. However, they're also coming off a loss when they went to Fall Creek, a local rival, and lost by double digits. So it's going to be important for Altoona to kind of get refocused and get back at it here in Middle Border Conference play.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to definitely have to come out and play well like they did against Menominee. We've seen Menominee play, and that is an outstanding basketball team. And so for Altoona to get a W against that squad, you know they can play at a high level. And they'll have to come out tonight and play at that high level if they're going to take care of the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks.
Altoona averaging 52 points per game this season, led by Alyssa Worth, their 6'5" post player who is on her way to Division II Grand Valley State in Michigan. Worth averaging 10.9 points, 6.1 rebounds per game. Also getting a lot of good production out of senior wing Josie Rondesvet, 10.2 points per game, and she's hitting almost 50% of her shots from the floor.
Well, that's important, right? When you've got Alyssa Worth inside on that post, she's going to draw a lot of attention. She's got a lot of double team, triple teams, so there's room there for those other players to really step up in that scoring column.
Baldwin-Woodville comes in averaging 43.6% or 43.6 points per game. It's balanced scoring. 2 players right around 9-10 points per game. Maggie Jensen, their 6-foot post player. Haley Jort, the guard, averaging 9.5 points per game. Today's pregame show brought to you by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher's for your free no obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit goasher.com. That is goasher.com. Get off the ladder and get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. Sparks, quick key to the game for Altoona.
Altoona just take care of the basketball and rebound, right? Eliminate the turnovers. Do not allow Baldwin-Woodville second shots.
And a nice crowd here in Altoona. Home side right in front of us is just about filled. And we expect more students to start settling in across the way. Altoona versus Baldwin-Woodville. Sparks, this is the 3rd season for Altoona in the Middle Border Conference, and talking with Coach Peplinski beforehand says, you know, the transition's gone really well, all in all.
Yeah, she really likes playing in this conference, and she looks forward to it every year.
For tonight's WIAA Middle Border Conference girls basketball matchup between the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks and your very own Altoona Railroaders. Admission to the City Scholastic event is a privilege. The responsibility to conduct oneself in a manner where the game is enjoyable for all fans and participants. Let us remember to show pride in our conference and our schools by demonstrating good sportsmanship to all players, coaches, fans, and officials. A reminder also, state laws prohibit the use of tobacco and vaping products in any area used by public schools. Again, there is no smoking or vaping in or around the roundhouse. We also request to help the parents in monitoring the movement of their children at tonight's contest and appreciate your help in keeping all aisles and walkways clear. Thank you. Now, would everyone rise, if you are able, and honor America by removing your hats for the flag of our national anthem. Tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks. 5'8" senior, number 10, Baldwin. 5'9" senior, number 11, Elke. 5'9" junior, number 12, Jamie Kofa. 5'6" junior, number 15, Haley Jones. And 6' junior, number 23, Benny Jensen. The Blackhawks are coached by Alan English, chiefs by Carl Hill, Lance Tom, and Chris Bell.
All right, Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks in the red jerseys with the white lettering, black numerals. Altoona in the home whites. Red numerals, red lettering, the red and black trim. Jumping center for Altoona, Alyssa Worth. Going up against Maggie Jensen of the Blackhawks. The ball is tipped, and we are underway. Baldwin-Woodville with the first possession. Swing it near side, Haley Cota. It's the high pick, slips it off to Maggie Jensen. Up top, Jensen. Both of these teams will be very patient running their half-court offense. You just look at what their scoring averages are for the season.
Well, you said it, a lot of patience running their offensive set. They're going to try not to force things. One thing that'll help is if Maggie Jensen from Baldwin-Woodville can play the perimeter a little bit more and try to draw Alyssa Worth away from the basket.
Hounded on the far sideline. George gives it up. Now they give it to Jensen. Jensen to the hoop. And she'll head to the line.
Well, a good possession right there. Like you said, patience. Move the ball, swing it from side to side. She finds that angle, the drive, takes it in, and draws a foul.
Lizzie Hendricks picks up the foul. Maggie Jensen, the junior, averaging just under 10 points per game, 9.8 is her season scoring average.
Yeah, she's the Blackhawks' leading scorer.
One or two that trip and a rebound, Lindsay Hendricks. Madison Moore to bring it across. She gets tripped up. Haley Cota will pick up the foul.
We'll have to take a look here again to see if Baldwin-Woodville is in that zone or if they're manning up.
Worth posting up inside.
Looks like a 1-3-1 they're going to come out in.
Yeah, and definitely sagging on Worth, trying to deny her the basketball. Worth telling her teammates to work it around the perimeter. Here's Worth up top. Gives it up. Madison Moore. No. Worth. Rebound in the bucket.
Good job by Worth going hard to the glass.
Coach Piplinski talked about it. We got to win the rebounding battle, and that time they got an offensive rebound and a putback from Alyssa Worth. Nygaard gives it up to Jensen. Elke back to Jensen. Cota thought about the three. Decided, no, we're going to run some more offense here. Nygaard losing her footing. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Altoona. Cota up top. Moore guarding her. Nygaard over to Elke. Jensen will swing it to Elke in the corner. Jort thought about it. They feed the post, but they turn it over.
Yeah, it was a good cut underneath there, but again, good defense job by the Altoona stepping in that passing lane, getting the tip and out of bounds.
So Altoona with the 1-point lead in the basketball. Moore dribbles into traffic. Tied up there by Jensen. Possession arrow should be pointing the way of the Railroaders
and
because VW won the opening tip. We got 2/3 of a veteran officiating crew. With Tom Fiedler on the near side, Mike Dwyer down low.
Yeah, plenty of experience there with those two gentlemen.
Worth way up top. She'll give it up to Hendricks. And back to Moore. Lob inside to Worth. Deflected and last touch by Maggie Jensen. So Railroaders will keep it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to keep Maggie Jensen behind her. Now when the ball gets entered, any guard on the perimeter is going to just try to dive and dig it out if they can.
Gunderson gets it to Rondesvet. Three-pointer on the way. Good. Ava Gunderson.
Gunderson, great job. Nice set play out of bounds. Going to that weak side, swinging around. Got her wide open for three.
4-point lead, Altoona. And they're off to a good start. Jort on the wing. Lost the handle. And another turnover on the Blackhawks. Addie Seiverling is in for Altoona.
Yeah, Blackhawks still trying to figure out how to attack that man defense there of Altoona. And definitely one of the strong suits of Poblinski's basketball teams in the past is she just does a tremendous job of teaching that man principle.
Gunderson on the wing. Inside to Worth. Rondesvet for three, and she buries it.
Well, you can't get off to a better start than what Altoona's done tonight.
And even though it's early, Sparks, BW is not the kind of team that's going to, light up the scoreboard. They want to keep it close and win the game with their defense. Here's a three from the perimeter. That rims out for Jort. Offensive rebound, Blackhawks. Elke. And that's out of bounds, and it'll be Altoona basketball.
Yeah, like you said, they fall too far behind. Baldwin-Woodville's got to try to pick up the tempo.
We got a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
Now is your chance to join the team at Blue Northern, hiring for drivers in Eau Claire and Sparta. Apply online today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com. Altoona off to a great start. 8-1 over Baldwin-Woodville, and the Railroaders have the basketball, but now BW putting on some backward pressure.
And it pays off.
Jort the steal. Gets it across to Haley Coda for the bucket.
Coda, great job finishing that with a lot of pressure.
So defense leading the offense for Baldwin-Woodville. Now they got the trap going, but Altoona able to clear that. Then they find the cutter, Seiberling, no. Worth, yes.
Alyssa Worth doing a great job going to that offensive board.
And I think the other thing Coach Piplinski has to be happy about, Alyssa Worth getting involved early.
Yeah, she's had plenty of touches on the half-court set, so you're right, they're getting her involved. And then she can create off of her, too.
And a block by Worth. Elke on the drive. Mid-range shot, no good. Rebound, Seiberling.
Had a good look on that drive, though, with Worth being pulled out on the perimeter.
Always nice on your press break if you've got a really tall player to help you out.
Yeah, she's the permanent press breaker, right? You got 6'5" in the middle of the court. You get in any kind of trouble, you just launch it up to her, and she'll grab it and look to make that nice outlet from there.
Subs in for both teams. Amber Brazina wears number 4 for Altoona. Haley Marr wears number 45 for Baldwin-Woodville, and a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go on Addie Seiberling. Gunderson back in for, Hendricks back in for Altoona. Lob down low, Haley Marr. It's over her head, and turnover gives it back to Altoona. Kennedy Berg, number 35, is also in for BW. Moore brings it across, picks up the dribble. Swing it far side. Gunderson on the drive. She gets fouled.
Good attack there from the wing from Gunderson.
Haley Jort picks up the foul. It's her first, second on the Blackhawks. Gunderson to throw it in.
Yeah, watch Gunderson again going to that weak side three-point line. Just make it a strong side this time.
On the drive, Gunderson, they clear it. Rondesvet, no. Rebound, Maurer. Haley Jort to bring it across. Jort and Jensen leading scorers this season for BW, both averaging around 9 points per game. Lob deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Altoona. Alyssa Worth back in for the Railroaders. They find Maurer on the inbounds. Didn't want to challenge Worth. Tough shot on the baseline, and it drops for Haley Jort.
Yeah, great drive right there by Haley Jordan, knowing when to pull up, not get too deep where you get it blocked.
This is an athletic BW team, and they kind of don't have the one high scorer. They just depend on everybody to chip in and do their part. Worth down low, scores.
Good patience right there by Worth. Nobody came for the double team, so she put one little power dribble down, banked it off the glass and in.
Boy, in this conference, well, really in any conference, it'd be the same if this was the Big Rivers, but you put a 6'5" post in there, that's a matchup problem.
Oh, any conference in the state, absolutely.
Maurer inside, won't get the roll, but she'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Good entry pass right there down to the block. Like you said, Maurer with a good post up.
Amber Brazina picks up the foul. That's the third team foul on the rails. Haley Maurer, the 5'8" junior, at the line. Josie Rondesvet back in for Altoona. Lily Duquesne is also in for the rails. One or two at the line. It's a 6-point lead for Altoona. Worth now guarded by Maurer. Hendricks. Jump stop, no. Challenge that time, and a good rebound by Mariah Elke. Haley Jort will bring it across. And it's a turnover. Altoona will get it back.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach English has heard too much of that this first half. Just too many turnovers in a half-court set right now.
Yeah, if you're BW, you just kind of want to settle it down and just kind of whittle away on this lead and give yourself a chance.
Now, you'll give yourself a chance if you can get shots up, and that's tough when you're turning the ball over.
Nice give and go.
Great cut.
But they can't finish. Hendricks had a good look. Jort back the other way. Mid-range jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by the Blackhawks. On the drive, Nygaard, and she gets fouled.
And it is Alyssa Worth for her first.
Fourth team foul on the rails. And you know that other teams are always going to try to counter that. And when they have an opportunity, go at Worth, see if you can get her in some foul trouble.
Yeah, you got to make her move though, right? You got to make sure she's got to travel a distance to do it. If she's setting underneath the hoop, she's going to block it.
Gunderson back in for Altoona.
And Nygaard did just that by taking it from the free throw line and attacking from there. Making the defense move.
2-2 at the line for Nygaard. BW's got this lead down to 4. Rondesvet in traffic. Goes up, gets fouled.
Real nice move inside right there.
Foul's going to go on Raya Elke. 3 team fouls now on the Blackhawks. Josie Rondesvet at the line.
Yeah, I like Rondesvet's game. She started off by draining a 3, and right there, a great post move inside, shooting almost 50% from the floor.
Yeah, her and Alyssa Worth, the two Altoona players that average in double figures, and Rondesvet, yeah, she can knock shots down from the perimeter, but she's also really good in that mid-range game, and she can go to the hoop. Back to a 6-point lead now for Altoona. Maggie Jensen is checked back in, and it's over and back on the Blackhawks.
Yeah, she jumped from the front court. That's the issue. She jumped from the front court, caught it in the air, landed in the back court. If she simply goes to the back court and picks that up, that's not over and back, because obviously Worth knocked it to the back court.
Yeah, it's one of those things that in the moment
you never would have thought of it.
You don't think about it, but no. you got to understand that, hey, let the ball go in the back court and then go grab it. So the Rails with the 6-point lead. Kick out by Worth. Seiverling for 3. Ball batted around. Rondesvet has it. That's no good. Jensen the rebound.
Yeah, good board there by Jensen. You've got to keep Altoona off the boards as best you can. Hard when you got 6'5" underneath there.
Jord up top to Jensen. Elke. Now Fritz has it. Back to Jensen. Have yet to see Jensen really try to attack Worth. Gets a pick there, but called on the travel. Madison Moore back in for Altoona.
Yeah, Jensen can certainly look to be more aggressive now that Worth's taking a breather here.
Braylon Seiverling, 5'5" junior, wears number 23 in for Altoona. On the drive is Gunderson. She gets fouled. Mara Nygaard gets the foul. 4th team foul on BW. Altoona also with 4 fouls in this half. Rondesvet on the baseline. Top to Moore. Worth has checked out for Altoona. Amber Brazina called on the travel.
Yeah, if she would have put it down just one more time and then taken those 2 big strides, she would have had a good look off the glass right there, but just got caught in between. So this is who we were talking about. Tough move. Didn't get it to go.
Jensen that time attacked with Worth out.
And there was her
Had
first
the height advantage.
Yeah, good look that time for her, and she took advantage, just couldn't get it to fall.
Contact up high, and they're going to get the foul on Haley Coda of the Blackhawks. Lindsay Hendricks back in for Altoona. Haley Maurer back in for the Blackhawks. Henderson gives it up to Rondesvet. Now a 3 from the outside. Rims out, but an offensive rebound. Gunderson.
Oh, great
bounce
pass
inside. Brazina can't quite finish. And then the Rails knock it out of bounds.
Good look from Gunderson right there.
Even though those shots didn't go down, I got a feeling Michelle Piplinski's really happy with how her team is attacking.
Yeah, they really are, aren't they? I mean, they've drained a couple from the outside to make Baldwin-Woodville go out there and kind of attack them on those perimeters, and then when they do, they're able to get those driving lanes and attack the hole.
Haley Jord gives it up to Maggie Jensen. Now Raya Elke. Jord in the corner, looking for Elke on the post-up. And it's a 5-second violation.
Yeah, she kept trying to hit that entry and the post down there and was working hard to try to get it to her, and instead of just swinging it and reversing it, tried it again when come around the other side. Got called for 5 seconds.
Alyssa Worth back in for Altoona. I've noticed about Worth, she's really good at directing traffic from that high post, telling her guards, swing it to that other side.
Yeah, and she's got that senior leadership, absolutely. She knows where it's supposed to be, then she knows where it's going to go or should go.
Got double teamed that time and then tried to swing it inside. Jensen.
Yeah, good job by Jensen.
Walling up and deflecting that one. Coming up with the steal. Elke picks up the dribble. Swing it near side. Jort through traffic off the glass and good.
Like you said, through a lot of traffic. Picked up in time and stepped through that trap on the inside.
Baldwin-Woodville within 4 as we're under 6 minutes to go. First half, Rondesvet swings it. Gunderson got it.
Great look out there. Gunderson feet set and knocks it down.
Ava Gunderson averages 5.5 points per game, and she's only 20.7% from the three-point arc, but that one was pure.
Yeah, she's got 2 tonight now.
Yeah, set her feet nicely, followed through. Jensen on the drive, goes glass, no, rebound. Rondesvet on the push. Rondesvet, rebound, and that won't go. Haley Maurer with the rebound. On the push. Here's Nygaard. Nygaard to the hoop. No. Ball battered around. Madison Moore able to track it down.
I like the push by the Blackhawks, though. Try to get something in transition before Altoona can get set defensively.
Moore will back it out. Worth up top. Finds a cutting Rondesvet. Couldn't quite finish. Got in a little too far underneath. Had a tough shot with the left hand.
But that was the set they were looking for, and like you said, she just got it a little too deep.
Jensen, pull-up jumper, that's good.
If Jensen can knock that down tonight, that'll be a game changer.
And we have a timeout taken by the Railroaders. It's a 30-second timeout. We're back. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
Olympic Flame Restaurant in Eau Claire since 1980. Uncle Lampros brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant. Eau Claire's best kept secret is Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. Altoona with the ball and a 5-point lead. Gunderson on the perimeter. You got Worth up in the high post. You got Rondesvet down low. Rondesvet to Worth.
Great look.
For 2.
And
the foul.
Rondesvet, what a great pass up high to 6'5". Let her go up there and get it when nobody else can.
Nice set coming out of that timeout as well.
Well, that's what the Railroaders can do against that zone. They can run that high-low look all night.
7-point lead for the Railroaders. Baldwin-Woodville trying to come back, but it's another turnover. Stepped on the baseline. I'm going to guess that at halftime, BW coach Holly English is going to talk to her team about turnovers.
Yeah, they're a good shooting team, and that's the problem, right? You turn the ball over before you even get a shot up. And that's why they're trailing by 7 right now.
Worth. Strong move to the hoop for 2.
Very decisive, made a quick move going to the hole.
Yeah, when you're a post player, and you understand this more so than I, Sparks, sometimes you can just feel where that defensive player is, and you know when you have that advantage.
Yeah, when you post up, that's exactly right. You've got to know which side they're leaning on, and then you know which way you can pivot.
Shot in the lane, no good by Abby Nilsson, who has entered, but an offensive, another chance for the Blackhawks. Jensen's 3 off. We get a whistle and a foul. It's going to go on the Blackhawks.
Looks like it's Elke this time.
Mariah Elke picks up her second foul. It's the 7th on BW. So Altoona in the bonus the rest of the way, and we've got 3:01 left in this first half. Josie Rondesvet to the line.
Oh, and you put that down as a turnover basically right there.
Right, yeah,
Blackhawks.
you had 3 players going for the ball, and you wind up losing it out of bounds. Lob to Rodisvet, knocked away. Nygaard on the push. Nygaard, no. Nygaard again, no. A third time.
And it finally draws the
She'll
foul.
go to the line. Mara Nygaard.
Working hard.
Aggressive move, yeah. A key stretch here for BW because you're down by 9 at this point. You'd like to get this down to about 4 points, something that's manageable. What you don't want is to get this up to double digits, and it's a little different mindset when you're down by more than 10. Shannon Fritz back in for Baldwin-Woodville. Elke will get a break. Now Altoona a chance to increase its lead. Stands at 9 as we speak.
Blackhawks switch to man-to-man now after Altoona scored off that high-low against the zone.
Yeah, and they're picking out, they're extending a little bit more as well. Worth up top. On the drive, no.
Good defense right there, making it tough, shooting over the top.
Shannon Fritz the rebound. She'll bring it up now for Baldwin-Woodville. Jensen. Up top, Nygaard. Jensen's got that three-pointer if she wants it.
She does a lot of handling the basketball on the perimeter, which is good. It keeps Worth out of that paint, but the other guards have got to take advantage of that. When they see Worth on the perimeter, there, great drive.
Too hard off the glass by Nilsson. And then a foul on Baldwin-Woodville trying to get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Nilsson trying to follow up her shot right there, but that's exactly what we're talking about. We had Worth all of a sudden stretching out the defense, going out on that Jensen out there on the three-point arc, and all of a sudden Nilsson sees that, and she took it aggressive to the hole and had a good look.
So at the line will be Ava Gunderson, senior. Gets the hometown roll right there.
I guess she's shooting well tonight, getting that friendly roll.
I think you always know, if you're Altoona, you always know what you're going to get out of Worth. It'll get you about 10 points a game and get you 6-7 rebounds, but they can get Rondesvet, Gunderson to contribute. And all of a sudden, this becomes kind of a scary team as you're looking down the latter half of the regular season and into the postseason. .11 Altoona lead. And we get a whistle, and a foul is going to go on the rails.
It's one of their 6 team fouls, so that'll be up out of bounds underneath.
Nygaard had dribbled into some trouble on the baseline, but was bailed out with the foul. Braylon Seiverling back in for Altoona. Inbounds pass, they're going to get Madison Moore on the foul.
And now that'll put the Blackhawks at the line.
Addie Seiverling, Braylon Seiverling, daughters of UW Eau Claire men's basketball coach Matt Seiverling.
So they might have been around the game a little bit growing
Yeah,
up,
you think so? Yeah, I think they might have gotten in the gym a little bit to get some shots up.
Yeah.
2-2 for Abby Nilsson.
Important free throws right there for Nelson.
Yeah, they get Baldwin-Woodville back within 9. Tuna goes right to Worth. Rondesvet, bounce pass inside, and a nice finish. Madison Moore. Check that was Braylon Seiverling on the assist, and Moore with a nice finish.
Yeah, I don't know how Moore got that to finish. That was athletic.
Mid-range shot, no good. Ella Rhodey, offensive rebound. And another one. 30 seconds to go, first half. It's been a good one for Altoona. Baldwin-Woodville looking to keep it close. Down to 15 seconds left.
Real nice defense from the Railroaders.
Jensen, tough shot. Worth the rebound. Moore with time running out. Madison Moore, can she get it off? She does, but it's short. Altoona leading at the break, 25-14. For over 30 years, Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors has been the #1 home seller in western Wisconsin. With more than 70 realtors averaging over 15 years of experience per agent, why turn any place sells? For realty in the Chippewa Valley, call Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Spargs, I think this is pretty much the script that Michelle Peplinski and the Railroaders would have liked.
Oh, absolutely. Great defense here in the first half. Just making it so difficult for the Blackhawks to run their offense and attack the hoop at all. Just a great job defensively and also creating turnovers. One of the things the Blackhawks have not done well in the first half is take care of the basketball in order to get those shots. So, like you said, Peplinski's going to be very pleased with their defensive end of the court, allowing Baldwin-Woodville just 14 points in that first half.
A&W Peppermint Shakes are here. They are the ultimate refresh mint. Available in regular and Oreo at your nearest A&W All-American Food locations in Altoona, Cadott, Withee, and Spencer. We are at the half. Altoona leads Baldwin-Woodville 25-14. We'll take an extended break. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Marathon Red Raiders All Access is sponsored by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. Visit securityhealth.org today.
Keep working. Come on, 20 seconds. Rebounder, keep working. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Let's just have the prime player start with it and go chase. Throw it to that side. Just go. Yep. Just go chase it. Go. Good, good. That's good. One-on-one. Nice. You must see the rim and then make a decision. Okay? Quicker decision. Let's go. Go. See it. Move it. See it. Move it. See it. Attack it. Shoot it. There you go. Good take, Danny. Outlet. I think there's times where, go ahead, cut, Maven. You know, if I go here, I don't need to get all the way down here. I can just get to here, and then look, I've got 1 or 2 options on that side that I can kick that ball, and that's great. That really makes the defense work then, right? That creates a long closeout. All right, Addie, go. Cut, Maven, go.
My name is Maddie, and I beat cancer. Friday, we're doing a game against Prentice, and we're raising money for Children's Miracle Network. And they've helped me a lot. I'm a miracle child this year, and I'm doing a lot of things to help them raise money. Being in sports, I played all throughout my treatment. I played all 4 years of high school. I played in middle school. So I just wanted to keep with it, and I knew like if I kept doing that, like it would just help me boost my confidence. I'm thankful for the whole community. They really came together and helped raise money for me at the beginning of all my treatment, and my parents are always a big support. My brothers, my whole family, and just everyone around in the community was a support. I just kept a positive mindset, and I didn't let anything let me down because I knew I was going to beat it, and I didn't want to let it beat me. It was a pretty good feeling. I mean, finding out that I was cancer-free, I knew that like that was my biggest achievement I was ever gonna make in my life. My message to anyone who's going through this is just to stay positive and always look at the good. Even though there's gonna be bad days, just think about all the positives. Have as much fun as you can. Keep your mind distracted.
Offensively, we know that it's always whatever, and I really feel like kids are, the more comfortable you become passing and catching the ball, squaring. Emma and Miley, I thought you did a really nice job of seeing the rim and then making decisions, whether that be to attack or pass. Guards, I thought we moved it pretty well, and second half, I thought we were better offensively, and it showed. Give yourself a clap, 1, 2, 3. Nice job. All right. We know we're a young team. But enjoy this, okay? This is a really great win for you. Prentice is a pretty good team. They've played a lot of the Edgar's tough. They played Stratford tough, you saw. Girls, we've got second half of the conference season coming starting next week. Now it's our time. And we show how much better and better and better we're getting. Give yourself a clap, 1, 2, 3. Without further ado, and we have one more thing after this, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Yes! All right. Meadow has the game ball. Okay? We will get everybody and get their autograph. Yeah. Okay? And that ball, Maddie, come on up. This ball's going to Maddie. Come on up. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Break it down. 50-50, and then we're going to do that pass the hat thing. We'll let you know. Please help us out. We are together. We are family.
We should do it the whole time. No,
Well, we had a conversation when we found out what was happening tonight, and it's a doubleheader, and we wanted to make people aware that officials are people too, so we took our game checks and donated it to the cause tonight. So we're not looking for individual recognition. We just happen to be the lucky crew that was assigned to this night, and we heard what was going on. We thought it was an opportunity for us to bring the human side of officiating to basketball, because when you're playing or your children are playing, it's a big deal if there's a foul called or not a foul. But what we've learned through high school sports and sports in general is there's a lot bigger lessons in life, and this was an opportunity for us to be a part of it. So that's why we chose to help out tonight. So, and I will say that we were just lucky enough to be assigned. There's anybody as a part of the officiating community in central Wisconsin that could have been assigned to this tonight that probably would have done the same thing.
Congrats on your senior year, Maddie, and for always giving your all and everything you do. Send my love to you.
Everybody stand and give these two courageous young ladies a huge round of applause.
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. I'm Dave Marquardt. I invite you to come experience the personal service we've worked for 50 years to achieve and will continue to improve on for many years to come.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop, whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
The Rural Virtual Academy is an online tuition-free public school serving students pre-K through high school right here in Wisconsin. For more information, visit ruralvirtual.org. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger back with you from the Roundhouse, Altoona High School. And the home team, the Altoona Railroaders, leading the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks 25-14. Sparks, I think if you're Altoona, you got to be pretty happy with how that first half went.
Absolutely. Talking to Coach Poplinski before the game, she talked about how she was worried about which team would show up tonight. They've had games where they haven't played well and we're just kind of out of it, and other games they've played outstanding. Well, that was an outstanding first half of basketball right now for the Railroaders, and I'm sure they're just looking to continue that success the second half.
Well, it helped that they got off to that really good start. They led it 8-1. Pretty much right out of the gate, and they maintained that lead. BW got it within 4 on a couple of occasions, but Altoona stretched it out. They got to double digits, and as we start this second half, it's 25-14. Marquardt Motors, your local Buick and GMC dealer, has the area's largest pre-owned and new vehicle inventory with new arrivals daily. View the inventory at marquardtmotors.com or stop in to talk to a friendly salaried sales consultant. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security. Baldwin-Woodville basketball to start this second half. They get it inbounds to Maggie Jensen. Leading scorer coming into this game for Baldwin-Woodville, kind of quiet tonight. She's been a little bit more of a facilitator. Nygaard penetrating. Jort from distance, it rims out. Offensive rebound, Jensen, but the overlay was too strong.
Well, just exactly what Jensen needs to do, though, is attack that offensive glass, use her quickness to try to get in there and get points that way.
Madison Moore double team, but they're going to get the foul on the Blackhawks. Holly English was.
Did you see that? Yeah, the contortions that she was going through.
She
didn't like that one.
Like I can't believe that, and then turned it into a stretch. Knocked away by the Blackhawks.
Good steal and a foul.
Tripped up, and the foul's going to go on the Railroaders. Yeah, I think if you're BW, that's how you have to get back into it. You're going to have to get some turnovers.
We just talked about that, didn't we? You and I are off the air. We're talking about halftime. What do they have to do to get back into this? That's exactly it. You said it, too. You said more ball pressure, really force those guards, and that's exactly what they did. Got the turnover right there. I agree with you. They got to pick the tempo up, get this game going a little faster.
Yeah, it's an athletic BW team. They've got the athletes to do it. Elke on the penetration, up top Jensen. Coda, Elke, free throw line jumper rolls in.
That's a good look. All you have to do is penetrate a little bit, get into that lane, pull up before you get to Worth, and just hit that little 8-10 foot jumper.
Railroaders beat the pressure. Gunderson down low, clears up top to Worth. Hendricks gives it up. Moore in the corner, back to Hendricks, and back to Moore. We'll reset the offense. On the back cut, Gunderson gives it up to Worth. Baseline jumper, rattles around and down.
Good job by Gunderson staying with that. It kind of got away from her. She gathered it, got it out to Worth for that little 10-foot jumper.
12 points now for Alyssa Worth. Jensen on the drive. Good take.
Get it to go.
Luke wouldn't have it.
She's had some good looks tonight. Some good drives.
Contact in the front court, and they're going to get BW on the foul.
Well, that's unfortunate. Coda actually was tripped up by an Altoona player, and she went down, which caused her to trip up one of the Altoonas for the foul. But she had gotten tripped up first.
So Haley Coda, one of the starters for Baldwin-Woodville, will head to the bench with 4 personal fouls.
Yeah, Coach English is talking to them right now about the fact that, listen, they created the foul because they knocked her down first, and then she falls into them. So, unfortunately, she's not going to get that foul back, though, for her. That's a tough foul right there, like you said, 4th.
And a takeaway. Haley Jort. Layup good. BW within 9. Worth up top. Over to Addie Seiberlin. And Rondesvet posting up. And you can see BW extending that defense a little more. Worth backing in. Got into trouble there. Got it away to Hendricks. Now they swing it near side Seiberlin. Gunderson. Ball knocked away. Seiberling picks it up. Seiberling, tough shot in the lane.
Oh,
count it. And the foul. Amber Brazina in for Altoona. Worth will sit down. She kind of went down to the court awkwardly a little bit, and I think they're just going to let her
she's
get a little rest.
Tired, yeah. So good time for a rest as they put the lead up to 12 now. It's a good time to get her that break.
Traditional three-point play good. And the Rails are up by 12. Fritz up top. She'll get some extended playing time now with Coda on the bench with foul trouble. Whoa, nice step through Maggie Jensen. Maggie Jensen has picked it up here second half.
Yeah, they're really going to need her the second half. They're going to make this comeback.
Open look, Hendricks rims out. Rebound to BW. Fritz thought about the three. They swing it far side, Nygaard. Jensen at the high post. Here's Elke. And a foul is going to go on the Railroaders.
Yeah, Jensen got undercut right there. Good hustle from both teams, though.
HS Fence is serving Wisconsin's commercial and residential fencing needs for the last 18 years. HS Fence specializing in chain link, vinyl wood, and ornamental fencing. You can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Jort to throw it in. And she gets it to Fritz. Worth getting set to check back in for Altoona. Fritz on the drive, off the glass and good.
Good recognition right there of knowing who's in the game and who's not. Dubs understands Worth on the bench, so they're going to attack the glass now.
Shannon Fritz, a sophomore, good aggressive move that time. The lead is down to 8.
Dub needs to stop now.
Knocked out of bounds. Altoona will keep it, and Alyssa Worth checks back in for the Railroaders. Rondesvet will check out. Gunderson to throw it in. Worth to the hoop. And she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That was a good aggressive move that time, Sparks.
Yeah, a little ball fake. That's what you got to do, right? Give that little pass fake like you're going to go somewhere with the pass, and then boom, she kept it. Quick step and gets by. Jensen's second foul for B-Dub.
Worth knocks in the first free throw. Right, Elke back in for Baldwin-Woodville. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect when you need it most. Visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics Sports Medicine. 2 of 2 from the line for Alyssa Worth. The lead back up to 10. Haley Jort. Bounce pass inside. Now Jensen. They'll reset up top with Fritz. Abby Nilsson. PW wants to try a little high-low with Jensen and Nilsson, but Altoona's defense shut that one off.
On the Blackhawks, I don't even think they've attempted a three-pointer yet tonight.
I think one. I think in the first half
one
they
early.
tried one. Yeah. But this is just, the outside shot, not their forte. That one from inside the arc by Elke. Altoona very fortunate there to not turn it over under their own basket. Josie Rondesvet back in for Altoona. Altoona getting it across, but then it's turnover.
Their turnover, yep, there's that full court press paying off.
They got it into the front court, but just couldn't get that next pass. So BW a chance to get within 10 here. A little over 12 minutes remaining, second half. Open under the basket, but that pass goes awry. Abby Nilsson was there. The pass a little late and a little high.
Yeah, Jordan with a good look on that one, trying to go over the top and catch her on that backside block just a little too high.
Haley Maurer back in for Baldwin-Woodville. And again, the press break, always good to have that 6'5" post that can get the ball when you get into the front court. Moore on the drive. Here's Worth. Going baseline, and they get the bumping foul on Jensen.
Little ticky-tack right there on the baseline. As much contact as we've seen earlier in the game. It's definitely not what they want with Jensen picking up her third.
Yeah, they need Jensen in there. She obviously is a threat to score, but she can also rebound. From the perimeter, Madison Moore, no. Gunderson tracks down the long rebound. Hendricks, no. Scramble for the basketball. It's a held ball. The possession arrow. Altoona will keep it. Mara Nygaard back in for Baldwin-Woodville. Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. More penetrating. Lost the handle, gets it back, and then Gunderson couldn't grab that one and keep it from going out of bounds. So turnover, will give it to BW. This has been a tightly contested game. I mean, I think you just go back to that 8-1 run to start, and they've basically traded baskets since then.
Yeah, it's really kind of just stayed right there. It's like both teams are struggling offensively against this good defense that both will play. Another turnover right there. Good defense by Altoona.
And a turnover right in front of your head coach is never ideal.
But both teams struggling, breaking down the other team's defense. So both defense playing very well and just tough to break them down to get good looks. Hence, that's why it's only 32-22, and we're basically almost halfway through the second half.
And that really is the MO for both of these teams. If you look at the scoring average, they want to win it with their defense. They want to be sure with the basketball. And there's a steal, and then Altoona takes it right back. Rondsvet will clear it up top. Raylan Syverling gives it up to Alyssa Worth. On the cut, Gunderson. Rails can afford to be patient. You find Rondsvet inside, wanting to give it up to Syverling. Scramble continues, and Baldwin-Woodville able to come out of there with it, and BW is going to get the timeout.
Yeah, good job by Coach English there. As soon as they got possession, getting that timeout.
It's a full timeout. We'll step aside for 60 seconds. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Blue Northern Distributing of Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a local family-owned business and has been distributing products in western Wisconsin for over 20 years. Our friendly truck drivers are extensively trained to be the best in the industry.
Because it's a really good family-oriented company.
Blue Northern distributes milk and dairy products to many schools and businesses. Right now, we are seeking qualified Class A truck drivers to join our fleet. Apply today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at StaubCO.
Enjoy the benefits of business banking at Security Financial Bank with several options to fit your business. Learn more about business banking at sfbank.com. Here's a hockey score for you. Chippewa Falls playing at Hudson tonight in boys action, and Chi High leads the Raiders 2-0 after 2 periods. That was a scoreless game after 1.
Well, they're trying to keep a stranglehold on that first place in that conference.
That's going to be so much fun to watch down the stretch. We'll have Hudson at Eau Claire Memorial Tuesday from Hobbs Ice Arena. Key game there is the old Abes look to get into second place. Good drive to the hoop that time by Shannon Fritz. Didn't get the bucket, but on the scramble, and Baldwin-Woodville is going to get called with the foul. So Maggie Jensen picks up her 4th. So this is trouble now for Baldwin-Woodville. 2 players now with 4 fouls each.
Yeah, and a lot of game left, you're right. And Baldwin-Woodville is trying to put on a lot of extra pressure to create those turnovers.
Gunderson right through the pressure, gives it up to Addie Syverling, and Altoona content to just run some clock here. Worth off the glass, no. Worth, bucket, and a foul.
Strong move by Worth right there, going to her left hand, off the glass, follows it, gets the rebound and draws the foul and finishes.
So Haley Maurer gets the foul. Haley George is back in for Baldwin-Woodville. It's just going to make it really tough for BW going forward because Jensen's done an admirable job on defense against Worth, but now she's got 4 fouls. The Altoona lead is up to 13. Railroaders looking to improve to 4-2 in the Middle Border Conference and keep pace with the leaders, and then there's a steal. Worth got a hand on it, into the hands of Rondesvet. Now a run out. Addie Seiberling.
Seiberling, great job of seeing that and getting ahead of the field. She threw her hand up right when she crossed half court. She knew she was wide open.
Danger zone time here for Baldwin-Woodville, down by 15 with 8.5 left.
Yeah, biggest lead of the night for the Railroaders.
Foul on the drive. Nygaard trying to penetrate there. Foul's going to go on Addie Seiberling. Lindsay Hendricks back in for Altoona. Castle Insurance, based in Eau Claire, is your local independent insurance provider for all your insurance needs. You can depend on Castle Insurance. Fritz up top. Nygaard on the wing. Fritz will try a long three-pointer. That rims out.
Had a good look.
Pressure in the backcourt. Held ball. This time the possession arrow pointing the way of the Blackhawks. Yeah, if you're BW, you want as many whistles as you can. You try to draw some fouls. Try to whittle away at this lead from the free throw line. And head coach Holly English has to take the timeout to avoid the...
Yeah, she didn't want to lose possession right there.
Avoid the call. So 30-second timeout. We're back in just a bit. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Baldwin-Woodville basketball out of the timeout. 8:07 remaining. Time for the Blackhawks to make a run. They're going to have to heat up from the perimeter. They have yet to knock down a three-pointer in this game. Elke up top. Hands it off. Mid-range shot that time. No good by Jort. And here's Hendricks on the run out. Gives it up to Gunderson for 2. And it all started outlet pass by Alyssa Worth.
Yeah, great outlet pass. And then Hendricks keeping her eyes up, seeing that Gunderson's ahead of the pack. Great pass.
The lead has grown to 17. It was 11 at the break, and a steal. Josie Rondesvet with the thievery. And the Royals turn it over. Quickly into the front court. Shannon Fritz dumps it down to Elke, who got tangled up there with Worth. Just kind of stepped on the foot, and really good to see Elke getting up and getting back in the action. No worse for wear. But you see, when you get a player stepping on another player's foot, that 9 times out of 10, something bad is going to happen.
Yeah, the classic way to roll an ankle, right?
Ankle or knee or another look from the perimeter won't go for the Blackhawks, so it's Railroaders basketball, 6:42 left. The Dahlman Insurance Agency provides business, home, auto, and farm insurance throughout the Chippewa Valley. Contact Eric Knutson in Elk Mound or Wayne Dahlman in Eau Claire. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service.
Blackhawks going to pick up man-to-man full court now rather than their zone pressure.
Yeah, Worth will bring it across. She finds the cutting Madison Moore.
Moore with a great cut.
Hoop wouldn't have that one. Cross court. Here's Jort, and she is called for traveling. Addie Seiverling back in for Altoona. So the Railroaders in good shape here to pick up a win, and a quick foul committed in the backcourt. Jort whistled for the foul. It's going to send Addie Seiverling to the line.
You got to give a lot of credit to the Railroaders bench tonight. A lot of those kids have come in and played a lot of meaningful minutes tonight and done a really nice job for the Railroaders. So important job for that bench tonight.
Mara Nygaard back in for Baldwin-Woodville. Yeah, good observation, Sparks, because everybody's contributed. They're just giving them some good minutes and, let some of the starters get a rest. But you haven't seen that dip. 2 of 2 from the line. This is now an 11-0 run for the Railroaders. After BW got back-to-back buckets to close the gap. It was 30-22 at that point, and BW's been stuck on 22 ever since. Worth pulls down the rebound. And then contact, and they're going to get the foul is going to go on Haley Jort, and I think she got the worst of that exchange.
Yeah, she was trying to get up there and get that ball out of Worth's hands, and as she spun around, I think she took one right in the chin. She gives it the old thumbs up. She's doing just fine.
Jort with 4 fouls. Melissa Worth at the line. She's had a big game tonight.
Well, what a great advantage that she can knock down free throws.
Yeah, she's got a nice touch. Can handle the basketball. You can tell she's played a lot of hoops, but it's just gotten better every year. She's added something to her game. Saw the court when she was a freshman. And again, it's just gotten better and better. And interesting, too, this is year 4 for head coach Michelle Peplinski. So when she took over this program, current seniors were freshmen. So they've had a chance to learn her style of basketball. She's had a chance to learn about the players and kind of bring them along and all that sort of thing. And, the drill, Sparks, you take over a program, it's kind of, you like to have those players that are with you for a while.
Yeah, and you start a program, it takes about 3-4 years to really implement everything you want to accomplish, too.
And this has been a solid Altoona girls basketball program going back years. Number of state tournament trips in the early 2000s, state title.
Well, I'm sure Coach Pep's going to look to try to build off this one tonight, looking down the road to the second half of the season through the conference, and just let the girls understand that this is how you have to play night in and night out.
Yeah, and she talked about that pregame, that in the middle border, there are no off nights. You're going to get a battle from everybody you play. And BW, I tell you, give the Blackhawks a lot of credit because they have continued to play hard all the way through. It's just shooting percentages, not what Coach Hall English would like, and the turnover tally a little too high. But this is a team, they've got athletes, they play hard, and they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah, well, you said they're very athletic. You can see that, but when you're that athletic, you cannot turn the ball over as much as they've done tonight because it just doesn't allow you those opportunities in the offensive end.
Shannon Fritz picks up the foul. That's the 10th this half on the Blackhawks, so double bonus time rest of the way for the Railroaders. Addie Seiverling at the line. Abby Nilsson and Haley Maurer back in for Baldwin-Woodville. Seiberling 1 of 2. It's now a 16-0 run for Altoona to take control of this one. We're under 5 minutes to go here, second half. Tough move in the lane and the finish for Abby Nilsson.
Nice move there from Nilsson.
Snaps a long, scoreless streak for the Blackhawks.
Well, the Blackhawks continue to foul pretty quick in the offense possession. I'm not sure if that's actually a planned strategy, is to make Altoona shoot them from the line and see if they'll miss in order to get caught up or what, but it's a 22-point lead with 4:39 to play. Kind of a long shot at that.
I think the late Jim Valvano was the first one who really started doing that as a strategy in college hoops. Early 80s. Foul, put the other team at the line, hope they miss, and try to trade 2 for 1. In some cases, 3 for 1. Is there a three-point line when you played Sparks?
Initially, no. And then it came back just when I got to college. So no, we did not play with one.
Okay, yeah, I didn't have it either.
Yeah, I just remember Ricky Olson played for the Badgers, came out of Madison, LaFollette. And boy, he shot everything from 30, 35 feet. And Worth with the block.
And another block.
So back to Ricky Olson from LaFollette. He was shooting from 30, 35 and only getting 2 points worth.
Oh, he could fill it up.
Yeah, it wasn't when the Badgers finally got that three-point arc where you could really see what he was getting.
Yeah, Ricky Olson was a player.
Yeah. Ava Gunderson checking out. I got to give a little shout out to her mom, Erin, as she played girls basketball for me at Eau Claire Memorial back in the day, and actually babysat my boys and lived to tell about it.
How about?
Oh, there's a three. Good shot.
There's a three for Haley Short.
Haley Short looked good on that three. Yeah, they're doing the hack fest here. I don't know if they have enough players to go through, but
yeah, they're going to have to. I think they're going to have to get some reserves in there and take up the fouls.
Yeah, but Ava Gunderson's mom was a good player in her day.
I'm surprised that neither of your sons have texted you and said, "What are we talking about? We were good kids.
Yeah, perfect children. Right.
Oh boy.
I think I had to pay Erin double when she babysat to survive.
Yeah. Ashlyn Marin for Baldwin-Woodville. Altoona's going to get some subs in. Lily Duquesne saw a little court time in the first half.
Railroad's doing a nice job knocking down free throws here late in the game to keep this a very comfortable spread. At 21 right now.
Put the jinx on her.
Still 21.
No, good performance from the line. I think all things considered, rebounding, Railroaders did a good job of that. They limited turnovers. They forced turnovers. Got Worth involved early. I think you go right down the checklist.
Yeah, everything that Coach Pep talked to you about, they did.
Maurer, no. And a rebound down low by Lily Duquesne. Braylon Seiberling into the front court. Altoona will be home on Tuesday. Railroaders will host Ellsworth in a conference game. Nice give and go.
Absolutely.
Worth the assist. Braylon Seiberling the bucket.
Yeah, great cut by Seiberling, the dish inside. And like you said, a little give and go for two.
And a foul in the backcourt. Front court, I should say. Lindsay Hendricks going to pick up the foul, and Alyssa Worth will check out. And my guess is that'll do it for Alyssa Worth's night. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
2 minutes, 50 seconds left. All the youngsters here on youth night in Altoona. Boy, they're having a good time.
They're getting their dance on now. It's some good music playing here.
Boy, it's a school night. You can be at the gym and dancing. Everybody got introduced at halftime. And tell you, when you're a kid, you go to elementary school and you get to come to the big gym and see a varsity game and get introduced. Boy, that's a good night.
Abby Nilsson with another lane jumper. She's had a couple of those good looks tonight.
I think there'll be a lot for Hall English to go over and practice tomorrow, but I like just how they competed.
Yeah, it's just one of those
compete
nights.
Level was good.
Absolutely. It's just one of those nights where the ball didn't drop for you and you just didn't take good care of it enough to get you that opportunity to win it.
And the way they play, I would say we're going to use some other sports analogies. They're kind of like a running football team that wants to play ball control. You get behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you got problems.
Now what do you got to do to make up for it?
But if you can control the game, stay in front, you're going to win your share of games. And again, this is a good collection of athletes that Baldwin-Woodville has. They're coming off a season in which they went 12-13, but they finished 9-5 in the middle border. So they scheduled up and played some tough teams and took a few lumps, but again, brought a lot of kids back. And well, this is life in the middle border. It's just whatever happens on a Thursday, you got to get yourself ready for the next Tuesday because you know there's going to be another challenge ahead of you. Off shot in the lane and it drops. Kylie Castell. The junior Castell knocking in one there. We'll bring it back to a 20-point game. Completes the three-point play. Just over 2 minutes to go. Cameron Nelson right in front of her own bench, and Michelle Peplinski will take another timeout. We will step aside as well. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We are back at the Roundhouse, Altoona High School. Festive night on youth basketball nights. And the Altoona varsity doing its part, leading by 19 with under 2 minutes to go. So Railroaders well on their way to picking up their 10th win of the season against 5 losses and improving to 4-2 in the middle border and keeping themselves in the, at least in the discussion.
Well, that was the key tonight. We talked about it pregame was you got to give yourself a chance, and which means you have to win on your home court. And it looks like they're going to be able to do that tonight.
Nelson up high, picks up the dribble. Clears to Rosina. Rosina finds a lane all the way to the bucket, but she overlaid. The Rails track down the loose ball with Braylon Syverlin. Nelson up top. Emma Lima with the ball, and a foul goes on Abby Nilsson, and that is her third. Who's going to put Emma Lima on the line. Emma Lima, the Syverlings, Lily Duquesne, all part of a pretty solid Altoona volleyball team from this past fall. Lima knocks down the second free throw. Back to a 20-point lead for the Railroaders. Abby Nilsson on the drive, the kick out. Fritz get herself clear, but Seiverling intercepts. And we're under a minute to go. Kennedy Berg into the game for Altoona. She wears number 35. Manny Gagnon with the ball. It's knocked away, but Altoona retrieves it. Braylon Seiverling takes a look. Gagnon gets it back. Flips it over to Seiverling. Lima. Gagnon from outside. Three-pointer rims off. Lima going up high for the rebound, but she stepped out of bounds.
Lima showing off that volleyball vertical right there. She got up for that one.
Yeah, she was really effective around the net. She could really get up. Final seconds of this one. This will be a win for the home team, the Altoona Railroaders. Shot up and good, Abby Nilsson. But that'll do it. Your final score, Altoona 52, Baldwin-Woodville 34. With the win, the Railroaders are now 10-5 overall, 4-2 in the middle border. Baldwin-Woodville drops to 8-6 overall, 5-2 in the MVC. Sparks, again, I think we talked about it. Altoona, if you went down a checklist of everything they were going to need to do to be successful, check, 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 right down the line.
Check them all, Brad. Absolutely right. You know, especially coming off that Fall Creek loss where Coach Pep was so disappointed in how they played. You know, play so well against Menominee, you go to Fall Creek and you lose that one. And then you come back here tonight and kind of regather the group and say, listen, we're better than that, and we know how to play at the higher level. And you know, she just, again, brought them back to that high intensity and playing much smarter basketball. And boy, did it pay off tonight against Baldwin-Woodville.
Two key stretches for the Railroaders. One, right at the beginning of the game when they opened up and went on an 8-0 run to take an 8-1 lead. And they increased that lead to 11 at the break. It was 25-14. And then a 16-0 run in the second half to put this thing away.
Yeah, that 16-0 run was huge in the second half, and Baldwin-Woodville just could not answer that run, and just had that hoop, could not break the seal on it in that second half, and couldn't get anything to fall for them, and the Railroaders just took advantage and ran away with it here in the second.
Coming up next, the postgame show brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related injury or issue. You can count on proper diagnosis and customized treatment plan to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and western Wisconsin. That's coming up next. You have been watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, We can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called the labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some pre-arthritis or an early arthritic problem. They may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip is affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners: orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to meet with a doctor that understood.
I'm Alyssa Worth, and I'm in the house.
Excellent. Okay, now we can do this. All right, welcome back to the Roundhouse. Altoona High School, the Railroaders with the win tonight, 52-34 over Baldwin-Woodville. Head coach Michelle Peplinsky, Alyssa Worth joining me now. Alyssa, 20 points. How important is it for you guys to get off to that good start? You opened up with that 8-1 lead and got some distance on Baldwin-Woodville.
Yeah, no, it's really good. We have to get that initial push into the game. Otherwise, it's the start is really slow. So if we get that good push, then we got that good energy before.
And how nice is it? I mean, you had that loss at Fall Creek. How nice was it to get back in the court and get a win over a really solid Baldwin-Woodville team that's got some really good athletes?
Yeah, it felt really good. We definitely we don't play our best when we're in our heads, but we got out of our head this game. We had a good practice and everything, so it was a really good game.
All right, Alyssa, we're going to let you go because you've got autographs to sign. How about that?
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you down the road. Well, Michelle, I know we talked pregame. You said rebounding was going to be a key, and Coach Barger and I were talking about this one. I think if you had a checklist of everything you needed to do, I think you guys checked every one of those boxes tonight.
We did. We still didn't take care of the ball against the pressure at times, but that was a half check. So it was better than it has been, but we still have room to improve there. But I was super proud of our presence inside, both scoring at the rim and also rebounding, because Baldwin-Woodville, that is a strength of theirs. They're long, they're physical, they're great athletes, so we just knew we needed to be long as well.
In my mind, the two stretches that were really the key, the 8-1 start that got you guys playing from ahead, and then that 16-0 run in the second where you pretty much put the thing away.
Right. I think we track a lot of stuff. Our coaches are great at helping me track things. And I think at one point we were over 7 minutes where they hadn't scored. And that's something that we need to keep building on those moments. When we can hold teams to a minute without scoring, I'll throw in a shot clock would be nice, but no, we do our own little shot clock. Like, we have those goals that if we can hold them to a minute, if they score after a minute, we realize that's what it is. But we set those little mini goals defensively.
Speaking of goals, what are the goals for this team going forward? I know Tuesday you're here against Ellsworth, another solid conference opponent, but what are the goals for this team as you close out this regular season now?
Our goal is honestly to play present, because sometimes we play with too much in our heads. As Alyssa commented, that was awesome that she owns that. We all get in our own heads sometimes, and athletes do, coaches do. So we really try to just play present. And so we were worried about Baldwin-Woodville 100%. Now we need to worry about Ellsworth, and we can't look ahead to Osceola or to Prescott or to the other teams in our conference yet. We just have to take care of business. First time Ellsworth got us. So now the second time through, we learned some things that we need to do better, and I think we just have to keep improving. And as long as we keep improving and learning, then the win-loss record is what it is. Everything goes out the window in late February, and that's what we're playing for.
All right, Michelle, congratulations on the win tonight, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that will do it for our webcast tonight. Dave Sparger and I will be over at Eau Claire Memorial tomorrow night. The Old Abe's girls basketball team will host New Richmond in Big Rivers Conference action. That's scheduled for check that. They've changed it from a 7:15 tip to a 6 p.m. tip, so we will be on the air at about 5:55 p.m. Early start tomorrow for New Richmond at Eau Claire Memorial girls basketball. For Dave Sparger, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from Altoona High School.